Welcome back to Death by Zombies. I'm your host, USMCsky, playing a little ARK Survival Evolved on the ANZAH map. Guys, this is South Plains. You know what? Let me go ahead and gamma up right now because the video will always be a little bit darker than it is in game. So let's hit gamma 4. It's not near as pretty, but at least you guys can see. I am on the South Plains. There's the cherry blossom trees. This is where a lot of people spawn, right down here, where that stego is at. And of course, then they go running and screaming because there's generally terror birds running out of those woods. But I'm facing that shelf. Many people have probably already made bases up on this shelf because of the access points on each side. In fact, I've even dumped some turtles up here. Oh, and by the way, this is not an official ARK video for my series that I've got going on. This is just to show you guys where I found crystal. All right, so if you're wondering, there's the shelf, right? This is South Plains. There's the moon. There is that dragon. I guess it's that dragon cave. If you guys will run through this valley, again, toward the shelf, stay to the left a little bit. Run through this valley. I'm not going to do my usual commentary because I'm strictly just showing you where I found that crystal. And there are some other areas where I found it since then. It's amazing once you get a flyer how things just kind of open up. So I want y'all to see right where it's at. There is the dragon location. That's that cave. If you haven't been to it, you don't have a flyer. Most people have been to that thing, I think. It's just, it rocks. The developers did a wonderful job on that. Let's get up here where we can see stuff. Like I said, you might have to go down the other side. I put a comment in the workshop saying that it was on a footpath. This is the footpath. I also put a comment in there saying you might need a flyer to get to it. And now that I'm looking around a bit more, top of Jera. That was funny. It spawned in and fell to the earth. But it's right here. There's crystal right there. In fact, let me go get some more of it. I guess this, you know, I call this a footpath, but I guess it's more or less a shelf. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, dun. See, crystal. Yay. But this, I have found a lot of other areas at this point that have crystal. Let's roll this way, because if you're on foot, excuse the background noise here. My dog is, I went burning and running around. Like I said, this is not an official episode. It's just me telling you guys how to find crystal. So, no, it's definitely not going to be accessible without a flyer. So, there you go. You're gonna need a flyer, but it's right there. It was not hard to find at all. But again, since I found this flyer, I found crystal everywhere. So I know that is. Yep. Oh, just a few hits. 40. I mean, just like bam. I don't need it. There's a snowy hill. In fact, that's been a conversation. So let's just do this. Iron is not a problem. Between the iron and the plains over there where the T-Rexes are. Alright, come on. You want to know where those guys are anyway, don't you? T-Rexes? It's also your location for just easy iron. That's too cool. Let's just go ahead. We got the video rolling. We might as well. So again, back to South Plains. There's the dragon. I'm not going to fly all the way back over there. But if you'll, how he flew from where that shelf was and run across the river. Okay, there's the, let me turn the gamma back down again. There we go. Sun's coming up. So pretty. So you go across that and it's right up here. The plains, the second series of plains is just behind the hill. That whole valley is full of metal. This area up here is full of metal. I think this is the area I was thinking of, maybe not. Yep, there's some metal right here. Look at all this metal. Now, if you don't have a flyer yet, you just want to walk. Well, you come through this, again, there's the dragon cave and all that. You come right through this valley, and it's pretty safe. There's a big land bridge right here as a landmark. In fact, let me fly down so you can see it. Right here. You'll run underneath that, and then turn right. And there's some aberrant stegos that are just around the corner from where we're at with a glow in the dark at night. At that point, you know you're there, but you do have to watch out for Rexes. If you pump a lot, there's the aberrant stegos I was talking about. I'm getting right to know the map, guys. But that valley right down here, you get to run around and play with T-Rexes. That's a lot of fun, especially if you pump weight, which you do. Make sure you check out episode 4 on the channel, because episode 4, which isn't released yet, it's going to be out in about 2 or 3 days. See, this is all walking. There is no flying necessary, and look at all the metal. It's just, it's insane. You seeing this? Look down here. You don't need wings to get access to this stuff. It's awesome. But the land is fairly flat where you can just run forever. So it's a lot of fun to pump speed and run through here, because there are 2 T-Rexes that spawn in this field. Right now they're both sitting on my front porch. I guess they haven't respawned yet, because I've tamed both of them. So yep, that's coming up in a future episode. 2 Rex tames. Let's fly to the top up here. Lots of landmarks flying up here. And if you fly in a tangent straight from one area to the next, it's not hard to find your way around. It's right up there. Anyway, there's a Snowy Crest Mountain once you get a bird, guys, and you can grab you an Anki, use an RG, grab you an Anki, get him tamed up. Your taming pin, base, whatever. You'll drag him to the top of this pin. South Plains is right over there. I guess it's out of render now, but the dragon thing's that way. You just keep flying up. There's a pond right here with a couple rocks in the middle of it, cherries, lots of metal down there. If you'll fly up here, this is a cool spot, and I'll tell you why. I can defend my decision by saying this is a very cool spot. The reason why it's a very cool spot is there's no spawns up here. None. So you can bring your Anki up here without having to build a bunch of stuff. Drop him off. And nothing will mess with him. Another reason, look at all this obsidian. So until the developers change something, you can see where all the metal's gone, but there is metal up here. This hill's covered with it. And what I did was I brought me an Anki up here. There's Angelica. Say hi, Angelica. Oh, y'all haven't met this one yet, but this is Alexa. You'll be seeing her in a future episode. Yeah, thanks for that, Alexa. Alexa will be tamed in a future episode, but I'm just kind of having to jump it because somebody asked me, hey, workshop today where I found my crystal. And there are other places that I've located it, but that one is the closest one to South Plains that I can remember. Oh my goodness, look at all the metal. So yeah, there's metal up here. 1207. I'm gonna keep 40. Yeah, I'm gonna keep 40. 1217. I mean, if you're a huge alpha tribe, not a lot of metal. Single individual, plenty of metal. This is pretty cool, guys. Look at this. All right, with that, let me go ahead and land a birdie bird. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you for episode 3 or episode 4. Or if you're new to my channel, go ahead and go back to episode 1. But this is ARK Survival Evolved on the ANZAH map. Laters.